Have you ever observed how, when you stop seeking attention and validation from others, the world seems to turn towards you? This is no coincidence. The truth is, the more you detach from the need for external approval and turn your energy inward, the more magnetic you become. This power resides within you, waiting to be realized. I've heard from many who have experienced this transformation firsthand. By letting go of the desire to chase attention, they've found that people naturally gravitate towards them. Confidence blooms, not from the validation of others, but from the deep understanding of one's true self. In this lecture, I will show you why ignoring attention is the key to manifesting the life you desire, and how it aligns with the divine power within you. You see, when you act as though you don't need the world's approval, you declare to the universe that you are whole, complete, and self-sufficient. And in this state of completeness, the universe mirrors back to you the abundance you seek. Stay with me, for what I will share today may surprise you. It is the very key that so many are searching for, yet few truly understand. Our topic today, acting as if you don't want anyone's attention, may seem paradoxical at first glance. After all, we live in a world where attention is often seen as the currency of value. But I assure you, this concept holds the very essence of manifestation, the key to unlocking your divine potential. You see, when you seek attention or validation from others, you deny your own divinity. You look outside of yourself for confirmation of your worth, when, in truth, the kingdom of heaven lies within you. The power to manifest, to create the life you desire, comes not from seeking but from knowing that you are already complete, whole, and self-sufficient. Consider this. God did not create the world and then seek approval from his creation. No, he simply spoke, and it was so. He imagined, and it came to be. This is the power that resides within you. When you act as if you don't need anyone's attention, you align with the God within. You declare to the universe, "I am complete unto myself," and in doing so, you set in motion the forces of creation. Many have shared that when they stopped chasing attention and focused on their own inner world, something remarkable happened. They became magnetic. People were drawn to them without effort, as if by an unseen force. This is no accident, my friends. It is the natural result of embodying the divine truth within you. In today's lecture, we will explore this principle in depth. You will learn how detaching from the need for external validation can lead to inner strength, confidence, and, most importantly, the effortless manifestation of your desires. By the end, you will understand that the world is simply a reflection of your inner state. And when you embody completeness, the world mirrors that abundance back to you. When we seek attention from others, we are operating from a state of lack. We are, in essence, declaring to the universe, "I am not enough as I am. I need others to validate my existence." But I tell you, my dear friends, when you act as if you do not need anyone's attention, you are operating from a state of abundance. You are declaring, "I am complete, I am whole, I need nothing outside of myself." This is where the true power lies. Consider the sun. It shines not to gain attention or recognition, but simply because it is its nature to do so. It gives light and warmth freely, asking nothing in return. And yet, all life on earth turns towards it, basks in its radiance, and flourishes because of it. When you act as if you do not need attention, you mirror this divine attribute. You become a beacon of light in the world, not because you are trying to attract anything, but because you are expressing your true nature. Many who have embraced this idea have found that, as they stop seeking validation, they become more confident and magnetic. Their energy, once scattered in search of approval, turns inward, building strength. People are naturally drawn to this inner power, often without even knowing why. This is the essence of detachment. When you no longer seek, you attract. But you may be asking, how do I make this shift? Let's explore that deeper. The first step to detachment is understanding that the world is a reflection of your inner state. When you project neediness and a desire for attention, the world reflects this lack back to you. However, when you act from a place of self-sufficiency, as if you need nothing from anyone, the world begins to mirror that sense of completeness. As many have shared in their personal journeys, the moment they stopped seeking approval was the moment they began attracting everything they desired. This is because they no longer vibrated at the frequency of lack, but at the frequency of abundance. So, my friends, you must first assume that you are already complete, that you need nothing outside of yourself. It is in this assumption that your world will begin to change. This leads us to our next key principle, the power of your imagination. You may wonder, how can I act as though I don't need attention when deep down I still crave it? The answer lies in your imagination. For imagination is the bridge between your current state and your desired state. Close your eyes and imagine yourself moving through the world with complete self-assurance. Visualize interacting with others from a place of inner peace and contentment. Feel the sense of wholeness that permeates your being. Neville Goddard taught that what you assume to be true, what you imagine and feel as real, will manifest in your experience. By repeatedly impressing upon your subconscious mind the feeling of being complete, you begin to live from that state. And when you live from a state of completeness, the world must reflect it. Some who have practiced this technique have found that, as they visualize themselves as whole, their outer world begins to shift. Relationships improve, opportunities arise, and they find themselves more confident and empowered. This is not because they sought attention, but because they aligned with the truth of their own completeness. But there is another key element we must consider: persistence. Imagination alone is not enough. You must persist in the assumption that you are complete, even when the outer world seems slow to reflect this new reality. This is where many falter. They visualize themselves as whole, but when external circumstances don't immediately change, they revert to old patterns of seeking validation. But, as I have often said, creation is finished. All possible states already exist, and it is up to you to select the state in which you dwell. By persisting in the assumption that you are whole, you are aligning yourself with that reality, even if your external world has not yet caught up. Many have shared that this persistence was the most challenging, but also the most rewarding aspect of their journey. Those who remained faithful to their assumption found that their reality eventually shifted to match their inner state. So, my friends, do not give up if the change is not immediate. Trust that the law of assumption is working in your favor. Now, let us delve into the concept of attraction versus chasing. You may have heard the phrase, "I don't chase, I attract." And there is deep wisdom in this. When you chase something, whether it's attention, validation, or success, you are signaling to the universe that you do not already have it. You are operating from a state of lack. However, when you act as if you do not need anything from anyone, you are signaling abundance. You are saying, "I am already complete." And in this state of completeness, you naturally attract what you desire. This is the paradox. The less you seek, the more you attract. Many who have practiced this shift have shared that, as they stopped chasing attention, they found themselves receiving more respect, more recognition, and more opportunities than ever before. People are drawn to those who are confident in themselves, who do not need to prove their worth. This is the power of attraction. But remember, my friends, this is not about manipulating the outer world to get what you want. It is about embodying your true nature, living from a state of inner abundance, and allowing the universe to mirror that back to you. The key to attracting what you desire is to live from the state of being that you wish to manifest. If you want abundance, live as if you are already abundant. If you want love, live as if you are already loved. This is the essence of the law of assumption. What you assume to be true will manifest in your experience. So I invite you, my dear friends, to take this principle to heart. Act as if you do not need attention, as if you are already complete. Trust in the power of your own consciousness to shape your reality. As you do this, you will find that the world begins to reflect back to you the very things you once sought. So, my dear friends, we have come to the most crucial moment of this teaching, the moment where everything ties together. You now understand that by acting as if you do not need attention, you align with your true nature, which is complete, whole, and abundant. But here is the key that unlocks it all. You must remain steadfast in this assumption, even when your outer world seems unchanged. Think of it as planting a seed. When you plant a seed, you do not expect it to sprout and bloom overnight. You trust that, in time, with patience and care, the seed will grow into a flourishing plant. The same is true with the assumptions you hold in your consciousness. You may not see immediate results, but as you persist in living from a state of completeness, your reality will inevitably shift to reflect your inner state. This is why persistence is so vital. Too many give up just before the seed begins to sprout. They fall back into old patterns of seeking attention and validation because they do not yet see the changes they desire in their outer world. But I tell you, the change is already underway, whether you can see it or not. Trust the process. Trust the law of assumption. Trust that as you persist in the feeling of being whole and complete, your world must, by law, reflect this back to you. There are countless stories of those who have embraced this truth and experienced remarkable transformations. As some have shared in their own journeys, the moment they let go of the need for attention was the moment everything they once chased began to flow naturally into their lives. This is the power of living in the end, assuming that you are already the person you wish to be, already in possession of the life you desire. This, my friends, is the secret to manifesting everything you truly want. Not by chasing, not by seeking, but by knowing. Knowing that it is already yours and living from that state. So, as we bring this lecture to a close, let us recap the profound truth we have uncovered today. When you act as if you do not need attention, you are not denying your desires, but rather affirming that everything you need is already within you. You are aligning with the divine power that resides in you, the same power that created the universe. By practicing detachment from the need for validation, by using the power of your imagination to live in the end, and by persisting in the assumption of your completeness, you unlock the true secret to manifestation. You no longer chase after the things you desire. They come to you, drawn by the magnetic force of your self-sufficiency and inner abundance. I encourage you to take these teachings to heart. Begin today by affirming your completeness. Close your eyes, visualize yourself as whole, and feel the peace and power that comes with this knowing. As you hold this state of being, Watch as your outer world transforms to match it. Remember, you are the operant power in your life. The world is simply a reflection of your consciousness. Choose wisely. Choose to live from a place of wholeness, and the world will reflect that wholeness back to you. And above all, have faith. Faith in the power of your own consciousness to shape your reality. For with faith, all things are possible. What are you ready to manifest by living in your state of completeness? Share it with me in the comments below. I would love to hear how you are embracing this powerful truth. And if these teachings have resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more insights on how to unlock your true potential through Neville Goddard's teachings. Remember, you don't need to seek anyone's attention to manifest your desires. You are already complete, already whole, and the universe will reflect that back to you in ways you never imagined. God bless you all.